Testing, testing. Okay. Cannot hear the music. There it is. Okay. So yesterday Squint reported having the game crash, and I ran the bot for a couple of hours, but it didn't find anything. Then today Ko said it was when attacking with the axe. So I tried to reproduce the bug, but I couldn't. But then because the bot didn't find anything, I had the suspicion that it only happens in the release build. So I played the release build, tried the axe, and it crashed. And I ran the release build in the debugger. So finding the bug was pretty easy. But yeah, so this all reveals a blind spot in my testing, which is that the bot is not running in the release mode. And well, the actual crash I can show you. It's pretty benign. So game.c axe. So in the axe function, that's called when you attack in a direction. The I is the direction. And I have this table here that that I use for the number of tiles in each direction that are attacked. And originally I had the center position here. So if you attack north, I just have north, west and northeast here, not north itself, because that's already in the index, would be unnecessary. So I removed the middle ones. I changed the length of the array from 3 to 2, but I didn't change this. So this is the bug. This has to be 2, just like here. And in debug mode, somehow accessing the table out of bounds did nothing, but in the release mode it crashed. So, and the difference between debug and release is mostly the optimizations. So in the release mode, all the optimizations are turned on, so the variables are shifted, put into registers, etc. by the compiler, and this caused the crashing. I mean, the crashing is still in the game. I'm looking to push a hotfix later, but just to prepare for this in the future, I will run the game through a scan build, which is a Clang static analyzer, each time I build the game for release on Friday, and I'll just put that in my scripts so that it runs automatically. And I also need to make the bot be able to run in release mode. That's a bit iffy because I cleanly separate out all the debug code the game has for the release builds. So all of the debug code is not in the game in the release, but I'll have to bring it back in some shape or form, so at least the bot can run. The alternative would be to have something having a separate process being the bot and communicating with the game over standard in and out, but that's complete overkill. But that would enable the game to run, the bot to run any version. But yeah, I'm not going to do that. That's just over-engineered. So to have the static analyzer analyze the game and find bugs, I'll have to fix all the bugs that it currently finds. I ran it just half an hour ago or so. It takes a couple of seconds to run it. And it found 14 bugs. So that's what I'll fix on stream today. And then I'll look into how to not remove all the debug code without making it too accessible and people being able to cheat. So yeah, but that's the bug, and that's the fix. So let's run the analyzer again. So that's just thankfully I'm using make, and scan build just uses make. So if I run scan build make, okay, that's someone having problems with their car. Okay, 4 bugs found. I thought it was 14. Yeah, this is the other time I ran it. And it found 14. What's going on? Half an hour ago it was 14. Who knows? Let's look at the larger list. Okay, here we are. Okay, input 1 in potential leak of memory pointed to by MP string. Unix malloc. What? What? So 1 is a Unix function that just prints a warning to std out. And I'm just passing in a pointer. How could this leak memory? See if it's... Okay, there's almost nothing here in the second time I ran it. Potential leak of... Let's look at the function. Display formatted error. Yeah, they do nothing with the pointer. Let's look at the line of code. Where am I? RD. Oh, come on. Open the file. Okay, and that's 164. So this is code for, yeah, this is passing the SDL game controller database. What is it saying? MP string leak. Okay. Potential memory leak of memory pointed to by MP string. So is this allocated? TMP is string GUID, so this returns the mapping data in form of a string for the controller GUID. I think that's in where's that? Grep GTP gamepad mapping string, and that's in sys.c. Let's look at it here. So this is just, yeah, so the all the mappings are in a static array of strings, so it just returns the string pointer. So this MP string is static, so not sure why it says it could leak memory. Makes no sense. And there's no string copy. Oh, there's a string duplicate here. Oh, okay, I get it. Oh, there it is. Okay, I get it. That makes sense. It's not freed. Okay. That should fix that. Let's just fix the errors and let it run again after that. Okay, so we're rendering. Close this. Render, and that's 765. So here we are. Warning, although the value stored to t is used in the enclosing expression, the value is never actually read from t. Okay, it's interesting. Returns the light value at tile, position W. Okay, so t is never used. So I can rewrite this as this. The tile is 0. Then return that. Okay. Then next one. 799. Hey Ethan, how's it going? 799. Is this render? Yeah. Although the value stored to R is used, value is never actually read. Okay, same thing. What does the... Okay, this is the light add function. This is pretty complicated. So it's no wonder that I have these small errors here. But I mean, this works fine. It's just misleading a bit. Going good. Managed to fix the X bug or still fighting it? No, the fix was pretty easy. It was the was here with this array, and I had in the loop down here it was 3. So it ran out of the, and I'm indexing the second part of the 2D array with I. And yeah, I changed it. It was 3 before. I changed it to 2, but didn't change this back. So it read out of bounds memory and crashed. So that's the fix. But now I'm looking into the static analyzer and seeing if there are other bugs that could cause crashes. And then I'm putting the static analyzer in the build tools that I have. Okay, this one's done. Actually, let's not run this, but compile it once. Okay, next one. This is font. And this is 144. And it says value stored to I is never read. That makes sense. This is a separate loop that uses I, but yeah, the function returns after that. This is just an if case, so I can remove this. Whatever it meant. And same thing, 176. L. Wait, okay, those are pretty similar. This time, yeah, also the I. Okay, I thought it was going to be a pain since it only happened in the optimized release build. Yeah, it was a bit harder to find the bug because, I mean, the compiler showed me the functions, but the it optimized the way, the input direction in which which direction you attack. So the optimizer put that in a register, and I couldn't read it. So I thought that was a problem, but it was actually just the for loop thing. So yeah, it could have been much worse, much worse. But this was pretty easy actually. But it's always concerning if something in the optimized build breaks and doesn't in the debug build. So yeah, I'm hardening the game a bit today. Okay, value stored in NV is never read. Same thing. Well, it's read right here now. What are you talking about? $1.99. Okay, it's complaining about this, but then I immediately read from it. What? Because I have it twice? I mean, I can remove it here, that's fine. Because it's initialized here. And NV is probably the number of vertices for this string. Maybe it's satisfied now, who knows. Okay, next one. Tile.c. Oh god. It's probably going to get angry, the code in that file. Although the value .to b is used, it's never read. Okay, same problem. Okay, it's looking at the enclosing block. What? It's read right here. Okay, it's overwritten immediately. Okay, I think I know what it means. Would be cleaner if this wouldn't read. Wait, would it? Probably. So find untessellated blocks. So this is the update blocks function. Blocks are, oh god, what are they? 16 by 8 tile blocks that are tessellated and then rendered. And this function, update blocks, runs every frame. And it looks if the hero is moved and there are blocks it could destroy because they are too far away, or if there are blocks it needs to load because they came into view. And here it does find untessellated blocks. So it looks in the grid of blocks that should be active. And if it finds one, then it continues, because this function only looks at blocks that are not initialized. And then it looks in the list of active blocks if there's an empty spot. So those are what are they? Block add also looks at the active block list. So it's actually a list, but it operates on a grid, kind of. So it looks in the list. For a free space, and then allocates a block there, fills it up, tessellates it, and saves it. And that's it. And I can actually... This is actually all the list. Okay, this is kind of scary, but this is pretty central code. But I have version control. Okay, make clean and make. See what happens. And it took it. Okay. So next one, 1430. There are only 14 of these, so I'm almost through. Maybe halfway. Although the value stored to patch is never read. Okay. Same thing, but is it used in this function elsewhere? Nope. Okay, so I can remove this and just test for that. Okay, so that's just, I mean, it's a bit pedantic what it wants here, the analyzer, but and it's not really helpful actually. But let's just do it so that I have a clean slate to find new errors. Although the value stored to y is never actually read from y. Okay. Are you kidding me? Oh, okay. Is that true? So this is the status table in the inventory, and it goes from, it renders from bottom to top. So turn is at the lowest, then above that defense, vitality, strength, and status. I don't trust this. Let's see. So if scan build is right, there should be no extra padding between status and strength. And there is. So I'm not sure what it's talking about. What? Am I at the right spot? Yep. Although the value stored to y is used in the enclosing expression, value is never actually read from y. And then the same thing in the other functions. Okay, let's remove this. What do you mean it's not red? Okay. let's just leave that alone. Okay, those four are stupid. Okay, save. Although the value is used in the expression, where was it? 222. Yeah, but I want this. Even though it's not used. It's much easier to add another entry if I have all the code. It's also stupid. Warning, division by 0. That sounds better. Where am I? 3-7. Where? Where did you get that from? Okay, R is... What is R? R is the radius. It's the radius of the A star map. That would never be 0. Whatever. Okay, also pretty useless. Okay, this one is red. In function item name, auto maybe truncated. Okay. Thought that was a good problem, but no. Item name is what? That's an object. 64. Okay, then let's make this 72. Not that big of a problem. Actually, let's put a space in there. Good. And that's it. Okay. That wasn't that helpful. But it means the code is pretty clean, hopefully. If you can trust this thing, then I'm actually not sure if it would have found the error. Actually, let me try. Otherwise, this is completely useless. X. Let me reintroduce the bug. Let's see if it finds it. Okay, finds different stuff now. W error respect. Yeah, I have pretty much all the warnings on all the time, except the really stupid ones, like dead code. Yeah, not sure if Clang has that. Okay, does it find new warnings or new errors every time I run it? Because that would be less than useful. Okay, that's dead code. How do I remove the dead code warnings? Because they're all stupid. How do I remove the dead code warnings in scan? Clang scan build. Are you fucking kidding me? Okay, that sounds better. That code, that's stores, yeah, that's here. Okay, I ran it by hand. Can't make this up. Oh, it just, yeah, it didn't have to make a rebuild. Okay, this my fault. Now it runs. Okay. Working hard on the object.c file. That all passed. You can divide by 0. I just added a guard, but never mind that. Okay, that's XPR. That's not active. Assigned value is garbage or undefined. Okay, that's interesting. That looks okay. That's org4bis. That's not me. Potential leak of memory pointed to by buffer. Okay, so the only thing it found is my dump function. That's sad. Didn't find the error. Did not find the out of bounds access. So it's actually completely useless. Okay, scrap the static analyzer idea. That's just absolutely not useful. Good. Good to know. Static analyzer is out. So that leaves the release bot. What do I need? I mean, it's a bit ugly, but basically test. Test is the program mode. That I need. And this is not guarded. This is not all guarded behind pound defines for the debug mode. SCB leak check is handy. Just include it and do define SCB leak check implementation. It replace malloc and calloc and realloc. It's own version that tracks allocations and reports leaks. At the end when the program closes down. It's a nice single-headed lib. Yeah, I know STB. I use STB for this. I know the libraries quite well. Well, that's an overstatement. But yeah, the problem is not memory leaks. So that wouldn't help, really. Problem is out of bounds accesses. And I have... where is it? Okay, I think I took it out. But you can give Clang some flags like fsanitize address, sanitize undefined, sanitize bounds is one as well. I think I tested them all, and none of them found the bug. So all pretty useless. This is the as far as I know, that's the first crashing bug I have. That's at least gameplay related. Sounds like to me you should have written this game in JavaScript. Looks like it, yeah. No, I actually don't have memory access problems. Just this once. That's just a typo that crashed the game. But if nothing can find it, then I'll have to find it with the bot. And because the bot basically uses everything in the game, that should be easy. Time to bot it out. Yes, exactly. So let's look at the test program. Grab test. Okay, GL test is not helpful. Here we are. Okay, game.c. There are flags here, and main and render. And I think the functions are all grab star grab bot. Okay, that's all debug. And then I have in-game, I have turn bot, turn died, bot died, and initialize bot. So these are probably the 3 exported functions. Yeah. GL begin, GL end. So it's just those 3. So the most obvious thing to do would probably be just create a bot.c file, put all the bot stuff in there, separate it out from the debug file. And then how do I hide it in the release? Because the bot will then get shipped. Better macro, you mean like key combination or something? Or probably a executable parameter, minus bot or something. That would be the simplest. Because first of all, nobody on Windows knows how to use CLI parameters. So that rules out 95% of all users being able to access that. And you can pass Clang a parameter, define a macro. You mean to... Oh, that's actually not a bad idea. That is actually not a bad idea. So I have all these pound defines here already. Where are they? Here. You can just check if my extra is defined. Yeah, I do that. I do that already. I could add one with that says bot. That's actually not a bad idea. Hey McNally, I'm sorry, don't shoot me. That's okay. If you're busy, no worries. But nice you're here. So let me think about this. So the demo has a couple of flags that change how the game behaves. Steam does the same. Shorts does the same. So I can just, yeah, separate the bot from the debug file. And then just, wait. Yeah, yeah, no. Yeah, no. Yeah. Depends on what's in the debug stuff. Let's see. So we have the debug mode itself. And then we have the path testing. It's in there as well. And then the bot. So there's 3 things in there and some time measuring. 14-hour shift. That's brutal. You're working on a deadline or why you have to work so much overtime? Okay, what was it? Debug mode. And then path testing and the bot. So let's break it out into new files. I haven't done that in quite a while. For that, just I'll clean up the code. Oh god. Yeah, I haven't checked that in yesterday. Fortunately, just understaffed at my day job lately, so I cover a lot of people. Yeah, that sounds hard. So the goal is having the bot under a flag. Under a build flag. Oh, but the problem is, well, no, that's okay. So I built the game with the bot flag in release mode, then I run it with the debugger, and that should catch all the crashes. That's actually, yeah, that's a very good idea, Ethan. Can I do that immediately? No, because all the debug code is behind the node, behind the release flag. So all the code for the bot doesn't get compiled into the binary, so might shrink the binary tiny amount. It doesn't right now either. Gets compiled out with the release flag. So yeah, the whole debug stuff is all stripped out. That's the problem. That's why I can't run the bot in release mode, because it's gone. Yeah, let's just do it. Okay, bot.c. I need, let's look somewhere else. I need this stuff. Let's get std in there. And then debug.c. I need this. I need this. I need navigation tile. I think I need that. Okay. Tile cursor. Hero debug data. Okay, that's A star heuristic. I don't think I used that elsewhere than for the bot. Hope so. Trans 1 if bound sits between patches. Okay, this is test code. Test. Oh, that's weird. Okay, this is again A star. Sets auto entrance on layer of patch, leaving for what? Find exit. Okay, that's bot. And that's path test. Okay, this is all over the place. Test. Bot heuristic. That's how the bot knows where to go. The bot can take stuff. Bot can use items. The bot can heal itself. Bot can fight. Bot can enter interiors. Can target things. Can find stuff. Etc. etc. Is this your first time making a game in this editor? Kind of like its simplicity, but it looks a lot scarier than Godot. And this is just a text editor. This has nothing to do with games. That's just a... think of Notepad. Yeah, it's not Vim. It's VI. It's the predecessor of Vim. It's Vim without the bloat. bot. It's actually NVI. It's the OpenBSD version of VI. That has the split screen. That's not normal for VI. If you're looking that up. Okay, turn bot. Bot died. Initialize bot. Render the bot data probably. Render run info. Fake walk. Okay, that's something else. Info. Measurement. Update. Okay. I hope I didn't miss anything. So this should, if I add this, where did I want to add this? Yeah, if I add the bot file to the build files, bot.c, this should probably just work. Nope. And debug. So there's a static variable here. Yeah, there it is. And yeah, not measurements. Oh, where am I? Am I in bot? Oh god. Did I just straight up delete this? Yep. Okay, where is it here? This needs to go here. And messages stay in debug. Okay. Pretty sure Linux doesn't have VI anymore. I think it's an alias for Vim. Yeah. Yeah. What's going on? Okay, bot is complaining. Has all the functions. Oh, this needs to move down. Okay, that's better. ABS. Okay, so it needs math and std int or something. Limits. It needs those two. Let's just leave them in there. Hello. Okay, fuck it. Let's take all of it. Implicit declaration bound. Why isn't it? Oh, actually there. But is that called here? Turns one if tile. It's not called. Okay. So that's okay. It's called in the A star stuff. So let's plop it in here. Okay, up there. Unused function. What? Test connection. Okay, find exit. Then that's probably needed right there, and okay. Are you kidding me? The bot doesn't use the pathfinding. Okay, those are all rendering functions. So I can just oh god. Let's take this from the top. Okay. So everything back over here. Bound. Let me guess. Something needs to move back. Okay, that's just these Pondyvines. Oh my god, it builds. Okay, that's awesome. Good. That's actually all I need right now. Check in. But let's see. Test. But functions. Okay. And then let's check it out again. And let's add the flag. Make file. Bot is 0. I could actually... Yeah, it has to be separate. I don't want to call it test. Let's see how this, or if this even works. What is what? Okay. So now I need to look at it, all the places where the test. Wait, actually it was only what was it? 3 functions. Okay, what's not static? Yeah. All static. All static. Okay, turn bot. Bot died. And initialize bot and render bot. Okay, 4 functions. That's pretty easy. I need a no bot function as well. How do I do that with Steam? I don't. Okay, makes sense. So the make file. Yeah, if Steam is set to 1, then it adds steam.c, and if Steam is not set to 1 in the build config, it includes no Steam. So actually you need to remove the bot here and say if equal bot 1, add it to the sources. Else it's no bot. Okay. And no bot is just stub functions that do nothing. So the equivalence of the exported functions. Okay. So vi no bot.c, and let's just put the necessary stuff, and that is, yeah, let's look at the functions. Turn bot, void dt, return 0. Okay, next one is bot died. Okay, that's enough. Initialize bot. And render bot. Okay, that's also void. That's it. That's the no bot function. Okay. Check in. Bot stop functions. Make clean and make. Okay, bot was not compiled in, but no bot was. Make test. Okay. Bot is not running. Let's try this again. Make clean. Make bot is 1. God, what is it? Make test bot is 1. And it works. Okay, that's well, now for the grand test. Reason why I do this. Make ndebug is 1, Steam is 1, bot is 1. Okay. Make test. Oh God. Oh God. Stop it. Yeah, that's not working. What's the test parameter? So if I run this, it boots up Steam, but I need to jailbreak it. Man, this is modern software, so it's beyond any hope. Okay. I need the flag. Is it -T? Yeah. So I've built this, and then I say -T. Oh God. JT. And it's not running the bot. But that makes sense, because I have it behind no debug flags. Okay. Actually, let's look at the functions. Grep turn bot. And that's in game. And that's behind a flag. I can remove this. Oh, but no, this returns. But yeah, I can remove this. Yeah. Okay, next one. But died. Also behind a flag, but I can remove this. Because it's stepped out. And the game should never be in test or metrics mode when played normally. That's just not accessible. So that's fine. Okay. Initialize bot. That's not here. It's probably in main. So if in test or metrics mode, then you can just do it. And the last one was render the bot. Man, there are really big trucks on the road today. Yeah, Andre, how's it going? Well, afternoon for European friends. Yeah. Andre, you should join the Discord. The brand new Discord. If not defined debug. Oh, this is bad. This has to stay behind bars. If the program is test, then render the bot. Okay. Does Discord also? And I think I have an account somewhere. Awesome. Yeah, since only a few days ago. Please join and come, yep. Okay. Wait, what am I confused? So I've unhooked the bot from the no debug flag, so it should run in release. But I thought I had to edit some, check in some files. Did I check in the no bot file? Yep. Okay. And bot as well. That's good. Okay, make clean. Make. Okay, now it gets interesting. Make no debug. That's release. Steam. Need to add that or it'll complain. Because I made it complain. And then bot is 1. So if I build this and then run it with the test flag, the bot should go off. Yes, let me post the link. Let me post the Discord link. I think I'm allowed to. Yeah, okay. Okay, JT. Please run. It runs. And it's stupid as ever. Might be worth putting a link in the channel description alongside Steam Red and the. That's an awesome idea. Yeah, thanks. Thanks for reminding me. I'll do it right now. Else I'll forget. Yeah, I learned that these Discord links, they expire. That's incredibly stupid. So I'll have to go around and update them every, what is it, 30 days or so? Kind of full of ideas today? Yeah, you are. Yeah, the entirety of the process of making Demon Guard has been enjoyable, bugs and all, but man, this waiting period, being forced to wait 2 weeks for release, has been stressing me out. That I'm not marketing enough, and then research, seeing how saturated the market is. Not only good games, but bad games. Oh, are you waiting for the mandatory? What was it? 4 weeks or so? Yeah, that's annoying. But I mean, that's 2 weeks. You can polish the game, make it better. Yeah, I have until July 28th, I see earliest, but at least it forced me to think what I can do better. Yeah. Yeah, I really need a... or I'm not sure if I need it, but I think it would be helpful if I had a period of not working on the game to sort all my thoughts. But I think that's just... that's probably not true. Wouldn't make the game better. But yeah. So I was actually going to work on some more entity movement or enemy movement today. But yeah, the crashing bug kind of yeah, prevented me from doing that. And I'll have to package an update today as well to fix that. That's another thing. I'll have to find a good strategy to do hotfixes. But I think it's actually relatively straightforward. I'll just check out the game at the time of the last release, change the bug, build everything, upload it, and well, but I still would have, I think I do have to do some testing for the fix. Yeah. What would make that easier is if I had just a zip file with the whole project on that Friday where I released the last version, so I can just unzip it and be sure that those are the files that were in the last update. And I think going forward I'll do that, but that leaves, I'll have to see how large the file is, but it's probably a couple of 100 megs, and that each week shouldn't be too much actually. Over the course of a year, that's okay. I agree. I thought I was out of ideas, but taking a 2-week break sparked me with more ideas. Also, taking a break puts a lot in... oh my god, I can't read. Also, taking a break puts a lot in perspective of how good the game is. So you're a little removed from it. It's not like looking in a mirror. Okay, that's... yeah, that's... I mean, all arts are kind of like that, you know, making music, writing, all have that coming back a few weeks later and with fresh eyes or ears, and yeah, then finding out if it's really bad or if it's not as bad as you thought. Either way, but yeah, those periods are actually really valuable. And I think most artists make it do it in a way where they have several pieces on the side waiting for those 2 weeks while working on new stuff. Maybe I could divide the game in separate pieces like that, and just not work on an area of the game for a week or two and then revisit it. Right now I'm scattered all over the place. Maybe that's something I could do to get some distance. Okay, let's see if that finds a bug, just for giggles. Okay, that was the bug. Make and debug Steam bot. Okay. It's like thinking you're fat when you're young, and then you see an old photo of yourself, you know, like, damn, I'd kill for that body now. Wait, is that the same as not developing your game for a bit? Oh no, I know what you mean. Just sounds funny. I look at old projects I hated when and see I was onto something. I don't know why I didn't finish it. Okay. Yeah, I know what you mean. Okay. Oh, no. Stop. Need to run this in the debugger. GDB. Oh god, this is getting really complicated. But I mean, if it's already this bogged, the build process, I can easily put the GOG store in there. It wouldn't be that much more mayhem. Okay, run GT. Let's see. Just needs to find an axe and crash the game. Sounds like a Rust rewrite to me. I think that would actually be the solution. Guys, I'm rewriting the game in Rust, but first I'll write a language server so that I can really take advantage of my old school VI editor. Put that up on Hacker News, you'd be famous for weeks. Probably, yeah. Okay, I mean, I'll give it another 5 minutes or so. See if it finds an axe, but yeah, it's pretty stupid. Rangedrifter Cloud rewrite. Gonna make sure it's all done by Claude, yeah. How stupid. Come on, get an axe. Coins, arrow. Yeah, it just dies too fast. The bot doesn't know how to do combat. It just blindly charges in. So I'll have to change that. Make it a bit more intelligent. Gotta make sure it's all done by Claude, otherwise people will say, why didn't he use AI to rewrite it like a normal developer? Like a normal person. It's all in or nothing. So yeah, title is I put the wrong number in my for loop and crashed the game. Now I'm rewriting everything in Rust to be more memory safe. Oh, no X. Take a shot every time the bot does a spin on 4 tiles. Oh god. Yeah, so this has to run for hours and hours to find something like a crashing axe. But I mean, I can run this overnight, so that's not the problem. And it should find it eventually. Why is this so mesmerizing? Could watch this bot walking around for ages. Yeah, wait till it gets stuck in the same spot for like 2 minutes. Like this. Just useless roaming around. That gets on my nerves, but yeah, I should just change the heuristics. So that it moves more directly towards the goal. This game will be at the bottom of YouTube Shorts in no time. What does that mean? At the bottom of YouTube Shorts. Imagine going to bed, coming back, and it just keeps walking back and forth into a wall, effectively saying "kill me." Yeah, that's how I feel sometimes when it runs for a while. It's just pure agony. But I mean, still just a bot. Okay, it can't get through there with the boulder. It'll try, but first it'll probably go back half the world. Do you know what the definition of insanity is? Doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. For what movie is that? It's a famous movie. Must be a Nolan film, no? Is that Far Cry 3? Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Oh my god. That's crazy. I totally forgot that. Yeah, Vas says it. People stitch Subway Surfers to mesmerize people's attention on YouTube Shorts. Ah, okay. Yeah, I've seen that. I remember playing that game when it came out. It came with my graphics card at the time. Oh, that's cool. Far Cry nostalgic flashbang. Yeah, I've actually only played the very first one. Still no crash. So yeah, but that's good to know. So the bot won't find a very obvious crashing bug if it doesn't run for a very long time. Wait, can I? Oh, can't enable God mode. So yeah, I'll probably have to let this run overnight. Problem is, when it crashes, then it stops the bot, of course. So I'll only have one crash in the morning. One possible one. So I should maybe run this every night. But that seems like overkill. Don't know. The flamethrower part was great when you burn the wheat field. The flamethrower, and then Skrillex starts playing. What's your favorite aspect of the game at the moment? Something you're proud of? That maybe some people overlook? Oh wow. I like the particles. I like the leaves from falling from the trees, and I like the little glow bugs. Make it done there. I'll check it out. So yeah, so the little things. Still working on the bigger concepts for the game. But yeah, that stays complicated. Just on Blast confused the heck out of me at the time because I thought Spotify suddenly started playing. That's funny. Was that, is that a Far Cry 3? Yeah, so let's recap today. The static analyzer is useless. The bot is pretty useless. And I'm running out of options to find these bugs before I put them in the game, before I release the game. But that's good to know. Maybe there's a different static analyzer that does a better job, but yeah, Clang is pretty useless. Little things add up, yeah. Yeah, not sure. I can't foresee what the things I've planned for the game do with it, so I hope they make the game better. They make it so there's always the fighting, always the tension between between adding what would make the game better immediately and what would make it good in the long term, which isn't always the same thing. And then making everything fit with a stronger vision for the game so that it's not a complete mess at the end. I'm always in the dark, I feel like, until I implemented it and realized it's good and then move on. But yeah, right now I can't really say what's my favorite thing, because it's all still in flux so much. But I can tell you hundreds of things that I'm not satisfied with yet. But that's normal, I guess. Found the game lovely upon release, so everything you've added since has been a blessing. Thanks. Appreciate that. Thank you very much. No, I think the game is really missing. Oh god, okay, tell me. Microtransactions and in-game ads, yeah. I was expecting something like that. Okay guys, upon popular request, the game now features cosmetic skins. Would be funny. Yeah, but I'll release the hotfix today and then work on probably the new features. The new features. The enemy movement and behaviors. Battle pass, please. Yeah. $20 to change the ad to purple. That's a great idea. $3,000 season pass. Make it like Diablo Immortal, where it costs you $400,000 to max out your character. Can't wait till April 1st. Yeah, that's actually funny. $100 to change your character's color. Licensed Star Wars skins. Also a good idea. I remember I was on Wikipedia and I found there was an article of an iPhone app that was named I Am Rich. And it just showed a crystal or something, and it cost $1,000. And that was quite a while ago. I think 8 people also bought it. Which is pretty funny. Avengers DLC, get to play as Captain Rangedrifter America. I'll take it to the board. Sounds good to me. Yeah, but no, my biggest fear right now is that for the enemy movements to work well, I'll have to go over the whole world again and carve out spaces for them to work. So sorry. Yes, a Rangedrifter board that includes max, and max. Yes, me and my associates. So yeah, we'll see. Okay, guys, I'm going offline. I'm staying online in Discord, but I'm going off stream for today. And yeah, still didn't crash, so that's bad. All right, thanks, guys. If you're watching this on YouTube, follow along. Thank you for the support, is what I meant to say, and join the Discord if you'd like to participate a bit more. We'll catch you in the Discord tomorrow stream. I might not be able to watch tomorrow's stream as I'm in office tomorrow. Yeah, that's okay, Ethan. But I'll be on at 3. See you next time. Thanks, McNeely. And yeah, I'll do the hotfix and then maybe do some more concept work. But I'll need to have something to show on Friday, so I should get to the new stuff. All right, guys. Without a crash, sadly, I will say goodbye. So yeah, see you guys tomorrow. Bye bye.